All right, time now is 11:51 on March 14th. It's Pi Day. It's also the day Natalie and Jeffrey, well, this is the day Natalie talked to me again after the persecution. That is how many years ago was that? That was 6 years ago. Wow. All right. My hair looks like shit and I just woke up and slept from 4 a.m. to 11:30. I wanted to sleep a little earlier, but I had to wait for my YouTube video to finish uploading. My 1 hour, 42-minute long YouTube video, that took like over 4 hours to upload. It was atrocious. And then I had to sleep, and the sleep was not very great. It's like, it's headache inducing. Like, I could feel my head, like, I, my head hurts. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and again, that complicated feeling is still there. Maybe it's a precursor feeling. Maybe this feeling is gonna go on to develop something worse, and I feel that's very likely. But for now, I feel unmotivated to do anything. That being said, though, there's a chemistry Zoom class today, and it's going to be about the exam one, which I got 88% of. And so I kind of want to go there and check out. So, yeah. So I don't have a lot of crazy plans for today. Um, no. I'm going to eat a croissant for breakfast. I'm gonna go to chemistry Zoom class, and immediately afterwards, I'm gonna go to the supermarket and buy a bunch of stuff. Come back home, yippee ki yay, and then that's all for today. Last night before I went to bed, I finished writing the outline to Conspiracy's finale, and it's not perfect, but I'm honestly a little bit proud of it. And it actually, it's a great idea to write a series starting from the end. I don't know why, but whenever I write stories, I always think of the ending first before I even think about the characters or the conflict or whatever. I always think about the ending first, so I have the idea and I have the ending, and I just need to do a start and an end and sort of link everything in between, and that's how I write. So, oh fuck, I don't know how will Thomas the Chinese Duke do. And I think part of the sadness I'm having right now is realizing that nobody needs me and wants me still, which I can continue to try to resist. Like, I can continue trying my best to socialize. I don't know if I'm walking in the right direction. Maybe this isn't the right way to get people's attention. I honestly don't know, man. Like, back in forms 1 and 2, I used to not know how to socialize. Uh, um, I don't know. I feel like I get these feelings all the time, but I feel like Pepper isn't too fond of speaking to me because she's ignored my WhatsApp text, and I don't know, maybe isn't speaking to me a lot during Wednesday's class. And I want our relationship to be a little bit more than that. I'm not saying I want to date her or anything. She's tiny girl like Pink and not really my type. But in fact, not a single female person I've seen in the USA so far is my type. Which is just a little bland. But I feel like Pepper is opened up to so many more other friends, and if I become friends, like close friends with Pepper, maybe I would be able to, just open up more on the outside. Oh, or I guess I could think it in another perspective. If I'm Pepper and I have so many friggin' friends and I'm trying my best to climb the ladder, this random Hong Konger guy is nagging you from the back and you're trying to ditch him, I guess it would make a lot of sense. But the thing is, Pepper has what I don't have, and that is tons of friends and charm. And I don't know how. I feel like I should use this method more. Perspective, you know? What will I do if I'm not me? What will I do if I'm you? Or whoever I'm speaking to? Like, it's good to be true to myself, but it's also good to think about what others think of me whenever I talk. So, alright, so time now is 2:32. Things have complicated a little bit more. So, yeah, chemistry Zoom class, did it. I called the counselor and the transfer counselor, and the counselor, and in a nutshell, she said, I can't help you because I don't know how to. So, fine, whatever. So now I emailed the IEC hoping for some answers. And I'm going to have to work this out. Try to stay a third year at this college while trying to avoid taking too many courses. Now that's going to be a challenge. But yeah, I'm not going to go out to the supermarket too early actually, because I realized that the best course of action is to go to the supermarket like right before dinner time, so that the moment I come back home after the supermarket, I can just start cooking dinner. So now I have some spare time, and I actually still have a bunch of stuff to do, whether it be college homework or editing videos or searching for a new apartment. I'd like to talk a little bit about my thoughts and feelings a little bit, because lately I've been getting quite sentimental. I don't know why, but I always think that writing the finale of Conspiracies is going to be very emotionally damaging. And I'm speaking in this tone right now, and I'm so Californian, oh my god. I always imagined that writing the Conspiracies finale would be very emotionally damaging, because of how apocalyptic it is and how depressing it is to me. So I wrote the outline for the episode last night, and I'm worried that it's not good enough. But, you know, this is not the final draft, it's just my first draft, so I'm gonna do that. Anyways, and it actually made me sadder than yesterday. Like, I don't know why. I looked at JT's Instagram, and when I first met her, her follower number is like 888. But now she's at 970 something. She's gained 90 followers. 90. How many I've gained? 20? Which is not bad, by the way. No, I've gained... So I went from 175 or 176, 177-ish to 192. And now it's 190 again. So it's about 15. She's gained 90. And she's not fluent in English. I am. So obviously it's not about fluency. I don't know what did I do wrong, really. It's been 2.5 months, and I really imagined that the moment I step foot in LA, it's just going to be tons of people, the world is going to open up, and I'm going to experience a lot more. And surely I did experience a lot more since I've gone to LA, but none of them are good experiences. I've been doing nothing but suffering, and I don't know why. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's just me being pessimistic. Maybe I hadn't suffered that badly. But I see people who have gone to LA and have gone to other places in general. People like Ronald and Andy who are in the UK right now, and once in a while they make cool Instagram stories like, wow, this is such a beautiful place, nice food, blah, blah, blah. You guys get to enjoy your life, but I don't? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? Like, even people who's gone to LA, people like Diana, well, we don't talk about her anymore because she's out of the situation, but we look at JT. Let's look at, occasionally Pepper does this too, where it's like, haha, wow, nice food, nice weather, like, damn, I'm enjoying my life here in LA. What's up, man? What's up? New life. How can you enjoy your life? I can't do it. I am physically and mentally unable to enjoy my life at all. There's nothing enjoyable about being in LA. I didn't enjoy a single thing, okay? There's nothing enjoyable. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic. And I think that's partially a me thing, but also of how unlucky I am. I mean, JT hasn't moved since she's gone to LA. I've moved how many times already? 4. 3. Okay, let's count the first move. First night at an Airbnb to the first host. First host to second host to this Airbnb. 3 times. And very soon I'll do a 4th. I've moved 4 times, or at least 3 times now. And JT hasn't moved once. I had to deal with so much shit. The bank account got hacked with this thing and that thing, and oh my god, can't believe it. And it's already been 2.5 months, and I'm thankful that time is moving a little bit slower. Back in the Hong Kong days, a blink of an eye, half a year has passed. But right now, I can remember vividly how hellish January was. In the first week of March, hellish. And in my head, I thought it's been a long ass time since I've spoken to Natalie, but no, it's only been about 2.5 weeks, which is not that long. So I think this is a real good indicator of how time passes in my mind. Like, how long did I think is the last time I speak to someone, But yeah, I just... I don't know, I'm just like... I'm even sadder than yesterday. I feel like I'm even sadder than yesterday, but I can't really feel it. Like, I don't feel pain or anything. I mean, I do, but it's more like this tiny lingering feeling, this tiny thing. It's nothing huge. It's just small dash of sadness that's just hanging around, and it's like I can't really explain it. It's not hurting me. It's just it's just the idea of what have I done to be in this situation? What have I done? And is there any other alternatives? Is there a better reality than my reality now? What if I never came to LA? What if I stayed in Hong Kong, Would I still be able to make as many friends as I have made so far? Which, by the way, I'm grateful about. Like, holy shit, I've made friends with JT and Potter. That's very true. At least Jonah is helpful. At least D, my mom's friend D, is helpful. At least I met Pepper. And that's more socializing done in 2020 and 2021 combined. That I'm extremely proud of. And I'm cooking now. I'm going to the supermarket and buy stuff. I'm looking for a place to stay by myself. I'm taking care of myself, and I've survived for 2.5 months in LA all by myself. Honestly, I'm impressed. But am I happy? No. Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I should feel happy, but I just don't. I'm just unable to. Like, I've just lost the ability to feel pleasure from anything, really. Like even for Potter, he has these addictions, right? This week I'm gonna try coffee, like try different ways of making coffee. Next week I'm gonna try leaves, like I'm gonna try tasting leaves. Potter's found a job illegally. Don't get me wrong, but a job nonetheless. And I realize that I haven't had an addiction ever since. I mean, you could say I'm addicted to film, but not in the same way I used to be addicted to my school life. And my school life was the last thing I was ever addicted to. Like just me going back to the school every single morning, meeting those people, and seeing the drama unfold just brings me so much pleasure and so much excitement. And since then, I've never been able to feel this again. I've never been able to feel this much pleasure again. I don't feel pleasure anymore. All I feel is pain. I've lost the ability to like anything. Like I like movies, don't get me wrong, and I'm very passionate about movies, but but so does like millions of people out there. And you know, I don't love movies and life as much as I was so drunken and so enveloped in this world of school drama. And I've never been able to enjoy my life since. So it's a me thing, maybe. I've become. And I was infatuated with Mary, and I feel like I could never be infatuated with a person anymore in my life. Like I've lost my ability to enjoy life, and I've lost my ability to love anyone romantically. Like I just can't do it anymore. I'm nothing but bland wallpaper, and that's a person I'm reduced to right now. All right, this is my lunch. Time now is 5:59 p.m. I just spent the last 2 hours not doing anything again. I have no motivation to do anything at all. I don't want to do homework. I don't want to do anything. I I don't want to do anything. I talked to Potter a little bit. I asked him when is the last time Diana spoke to him, and Potter said February 6th, which is a long time ago, a while ago at least. And Potter said, interesting question. And I said, lol, I don't think she wants to hang out with us anymore. And he said, who cares? And I was a little bit taken back by this statement because it sounds a little rude, but honestly, if I was comfortable with saying shit like this, I would say this, just who cares really? And then I said, oh, I'm just saying. And out of desperation, I realized that the one I should really speak to is Natalie because I hate her and I like her. And so I said a bunch of stuff like, lately I'm not feeling so well. I just want to talk about it. And of course, duh. Natalie replies with HMM, and Natalie once again is too busy to reply to me or say anything to me because everything around her life is just better and more important than me. So obviously. So I literally have no one to speak to, and I have a lot of people to speak to, but I also have no one to speak to at the same time. It's kind of frustrating actually. This is why I do shit like this. I talk to myself because I'm the only person who I can speak to is myself because I'm only with myself. And I feel even worse than yesterday. I feel like this time it's not forced. I feel like part of the sadness I experienced yesterday is kind of forced. Like listening to music and like playing Minecraft again, just not doing anything but moseying around the world. And today I don't even need to force myself. I just want to listen to music, so I put on my earphones and I kept listening to music. And I'm gonna go to the supermarket right now. And Yeah, I'm just so fucking tired, and I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to keep. I want to lose myself. I want to stop writing down what I do every single day, because ever since the end of everything, right? Ever since the end of the DSEs, every single day I write down what happened. Like in the schedule Google spreadsheet, I write down, I did this at 1 p.m., I did this at 2 p.m., all that stuff. And I've been doing this consistently every day. I want to just stop doing it. I want to lose myself. In fact, at some point, if I want to go even further to the deep end, I would just stop doing this. I would stop recording myself and talking things out, free association, and just bury my head in a sea of sadness and just float off, really. Just stop taking showers, stop eating food, stop sleeping, maybe. I should stop caring about school, stop caring about making friends, and just listen to music and just sit here all day long and just really just go off, really. I mean, it doesn't matter. It feels like the society doesn't care about me anymore. There are like 7.5 billion people in this world, and a majority of them are better than me and more important than me. Let's not say better, because people don't work like that. But some people are certainly more important than others. And some people, they live a little bit, they become a janitor in McDonald's, and then they die. And I feel like I'm gonna be one of those people because I'm just born like this. Like, I'm just born to be unsuccessful. Like, why is it that, I mean, I tried, and I was close. Like, I did make a couple friends in the past couple of months, which is amazing. Again, I'm very grateful about that. But another person like JT or Pepper, within 2 months, they could do so much more. And like Natalie and like everyone else. And now I've left Hong Kong. I don't have a home anymore. I'm starving every single day. I'm spending money. I have nothing to do. I have no one to trust in a place I'm not familiar with. And trying to work hard in a system, in a film industry, that's the most luck based thing ever. And I'm an unlucky person. I could die right now and it would have made no difference. I didn't change anything. Like, nobody in this world have changed because of me. Back then I used to think, or I used to like to think that I'm important. I would tell Natalie that, well, if it weren't for me, you and Jordana would never have made friends. Or I would ask Cedric, have I changed you in any ways? Because I see all these people. Natalie has changed me a bit. Jordana has changed me a bit. Mary's definitely changed me. And I'm the one who's being changed. I'm the one who's receiving all these changes and is being fed. I'm not the one who changes things. I'm not the one who means something. I'm not important. And it's almost like the society has discarded me. And right now that I've left Hong Kong and now I'm in the USA, I feel like I'm at the bottom of a trash can, a rubbish bin, just living my dying days until I gets thrown out of the trash and into the garbage truck. And then that's it, and then my life is over. I'm already like near the end, I feel like. I feel like this is it. This is like purgatory in a sense. Like there's no hope here. Like every single thing they say about like a land of the dreams, and like you can pursue your goals, and you can meet people, get a girlfriend, get a life, find a job, get a car, blah 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 blah. These are all lies because they all come with so many loopholes. Like yeah, sure, you're gonna make a bunch of friends if you're super charming and sociable And look at this guy. Oh yeah, you're gonna definitely be able to get a job if you're not an immigrant, and if you have time, and oh my God, you're definitely gonna be successful. Yeah, sure. I'm pursuing filmmaking in L.A. What are the chances of me succeeding, huh? What are the chances? In fact, let's not even talk about succeeding. Let's talk about getting into a film school. What are even the chances? So it's all lies. Like I'm in a purgatory, and it's all lies. Everything they say, you know, like nice weather, it's bullshit. It's just surface level shit. Like yeah, LA has nice blue skies, so what? That's not gonna make you a happier person? That's not gonna make you healthier? Blue skies are just blue skies. It doesn't mean shit. And some people are like, oh, in LA, people are more sexually open, so you're gonna meet all sorts of people and be able to have sex left and right. Well, guess what? I'm muddled in my own bedroom, sad or listening to music, while everybody out there is living a life, and I don't even care about girlfriends or whatnot anymore. I just want to live and have food and shelter and water. I'm reduced down to the most basic thing ever. I'm just a walking flesh. I need food and I sleep and that's it. I'm so useless. I'm like a piece of plastic. And I'm gonna go to the supermarket and buy more food. Because why not? Alright, here we go. Ralph's. It's like 6:54. I don't think I can find a pencil sharpener here, though I really need one. Alright, time now is 7:45. Why is time going so fast? Alright, I bought vegan brioche bread thing. I don't know. Where do I even put these? God damn it, where do I even put these? Okay. Okay. I can't find a rotisserie chicken, but I did find a chicken sandwich, and the foil bag broke. And also a cabbage. Both of which I'm putting in the fridge. Fingerling potatoes. Or just small potatoes. Salad. Fuck off. Salad box. Smoked Maz penne. I forgot to bring the bags there too. I'm so forgetful. 2 apples. Also gonna go into the fridge, unfortunately. Peanut butter. Small bottle of soy sauce. Mango sorbet. Fairly priced, about $2.05 only. $2.49. Okay. Meat of the week. Pork shoulder. Maybe I'll cook this later. And then traditional roast beef. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ah, Jesus Christ. My first time cooking pork. Let's do it. Hopefully I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay, so this is weird. It's bleeding a lot. Like, I'm only cooking one side with low heat, and it's bleeding a lot. The bones are bleeding. Should I do a flip? I don't know. Oi! Oh my god. Why is it so cooked? Okay. That's bad. What the fuck? The garlic is vegetatively propagating. It's performing mitosis on me. What should I do? Should I just throw it away? Ah, god damn it. Alright, here comes the magic. Okay. That's plenty. Alright. I didn't microwave the spaghetti because I'm too lazy to. There's no.
Thank you very much.
Alright. First time pork chop. Alright, so time now is 11:59 p.m. While I was cooking the pork chop, alright, okay, hold on. Um, let's start from the beginning. Went to the supermarket. I walked so slowly. I was actually walking to the wrong direction at first, but not because of my sadness, but because I legit don't know where Ralph's is. It's only the second time I've walked there. But but yeah, I took a long ass time walking there, and then I don't know, maybe 20 minutes ish. But I finally arrived there, walked around, bought stuff, tried to look for a pencil sharpener, can't find it. Rip. Bought stuff. Only $35.36. I mean, which is a lot compared to last month, but right now I'm living alone and I have to take care of my own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Honestly, $35 per week is fair price when it comes to LA, and I could have gone for more. In fact, in terms of meat, I only got some low grade roast turkey slices and pork chop, which is about 3 meals worth. So I should have bought more. Maybe in the future, in a few days after I finish the pork chop, maybe I'm gonna have to go out and buy food again. But yeah. Anyways, I walked back home. And yeah, I put down my stuff and I start cooking. And a German woman showed up and asking me if it's okay if she takes a shower in my bathroom, and I said okay, it's fine. And it's truly fine, and I know she's clean and all, but I'm still gonna spray up because I'm a bit of a germaphobe. No pun intended. No pun intended. I'm a bit of a clean freak. That's what I'm trying to say. But she's clean. I can tell. And she told me she even like used Clorox and all that, and I said, okay, that's great. Thank you very much. Oh god damn it! Why did I use that word? I could cut this out in editing, but I'm not gonna. It's too glorious. It's too like only in a specific situation can I mess this word up in such a weird way. Okay. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, finished the meal and it's already 9:30. I don't know why. I guess because I'm sad, everything I do is slower. Like everything I do, no matter if it's walking, cooking, eating, it's just slower. I finished the meal in like 20-ish minutes, and then I went on and I didn't do too much, and then I remembered, right, at around 10:30 I remembered I got Spanish homework, so I did the Spanish homework. And the Spanish homework predicted that I would use 2 hours and 47 minutes to finish it, and it took me 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is less than estimation, but still, that means it's difficult. But another really interesting thing that happened today is so this guy on Twitter has been harassing me for quite some time now. About a couple months ago, he suddenly not texted, but on Twitter. Okay, so apparently my DMs are not open, and I don't even know that's a thing. I don't know that in Twitter you have to open your DMs in order for people to say things to you. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work. I don't know it works like that. But anyways, this guy who calls himself I am weed or something, he's been tweeting me and then mentioning me, telling me to do a review on his short film. And I mean, if you really want to, I can watch a short film and I can tell you about it. But there's no way that I'm going to do a full individual video on it because that's not how I work, and I don't stoop that low. And I know I'm Inokli, and I'm a low worm. I'm a lowly, disgusting worm who means nothing. Okay, I'm a useless, loser ass, meaningless person. But I have a certain respect. I demand, or I have a certain level. I don't do review requests. I review what I want to review. And my channel maintains that status quo. So I'll never do that. Plus, I plan out what I review in the next 20 days or so. And, I can't just be like, okay, I'm going to review your video. Let's go. I'll do it tomorrow. I can't do that. But out of respect, I did watch his videos, his short films, and it's not very great, but he tried, whatever. Okay, fine. That's it. And then he keeps harassing me. Like, when are you going to review my short film? When's the video coming? When's the review coming? And I just ignore him, and I feel like if I ignore him longer, at some point he's just going to give up. Like, okay, this guy's a lost cause. And what does he want out of me? He has like 21K followers on Twitter, or 2K followers. I don't know. I think 2K. 2.1K. And I don't know, maybe half of them are bots. I don't believe that he has that many followers. But what does he want to do with me? I have 80 followers on Twitter. 80. And I don't care that it's low. I genuinely do not care. I have 700 and at the time he started like harassing me, I had like 770 subs in YouTube. That's not a lot. I mean nothing. Even if I review your shit, nobody's gonna watch it. It's not gonna do anything to you, okay? If you want publicity, ask for someone more popular, okay? But, okay, this sort of died down a little bit, especially last couple of weeks. And then lately I've been feeling sad, yesterday and today. And, also, the sore in my mouth, it's feeling better now. But anyways, I digress. I tweeted just now when I called my grandma, back to binge listening to Radiohead, crying and staring at her pictures. And the fact that I'm able to tweet something like this in the middle of a phone call with my grandma is because I've already thought about this tweet in my head. It's in the drafts in my head, and I know it's funny, but it's also partially true. I did look at photos of her and cry and listen to Radiohead yesterday, but I'm tweeting it in a sense that it's so pathetic, it's actually funny. So I tweeted it, and he decided to make a video for me, which is horrifying. It's, all my life, nobody has ever done this for me, other than my parents, maybe, because my parents love me. But not a single other person do this to me. It's almost delusional. I'm honestly scared. I'm thankful that he's being very supportive. He's driving, and while he's driving, he made a vertical video where he said, Enoch, and at first I thought this is just a sample video. Like it doesn't mean anything, right? He literally copy and paste this video for every person he sees, but he's like, look, man, I know you're going through a rough time, but I support you, man. And I thought, okay, it could be any man. This could be a random video on the internet. And then no, he literally mentioned me by name. And not only that, he didn't mispronounce it. Probably because he heard me pronounce my name, so that's cool. Maybe if I hadn't pronounced my name, he would have just called me Enoch or some shit like that. But yeah, he literally said my name and he said, um, like, just move on, man. Just get over her. And from what I heard, she's a rude ass bitch. She doesn't even need you. Like, she doesn't even deserve you, man. Just, you're in California now, and there are a lot of girls around you, and you can just find one real easy and slop on your knob. Lol, I was just joking, but seriously, blah blah blah. And okay, I wouldn't assume that he knows what kind of person I am, but everything about, I'm thankful, and I even tweeted back at him. I said, "Thank you. You're being grateful. I'm grateful for you being supportive, and you made a video for me. Jesus, how important am I?" But I also listed. Okay, you know what? I'll just You know what? It's better if I straight up show you the video and sort of give you the fuck just happened, man? Sort of give you a bit of idea of what's going on.
I know you probably don't like me. Look, man, I know you probably don't like me. I get that. But I just want to be your friend. And this is the Enoch line, okay? Enoch.
The fuck?
Buddy, you gotta stop. You gotta stop torturing yourself. That girl doesn't like you. She's never gonna like you, and she's not worth it. She sounds like a stupid fucking bitch to me. She sounds like a rude bitch. Move on. You're in California, man. Make the best of it. You're in Hollywood, buddy. And you're in college, for Pete's sake. There's plenty of willing wenches who'll slob on your knob. I'm kidding, but I'm also not. Look, man, just know that everything I say, I want to see you become the man that you can be, not the boy that you are, okay? Everything I say comes from a place of love, alright? So, I'm your friend. Let's be friends, man, okay?
Alright, so again, thankful for the video, but at the end he calls me a boy. He wants to see me become a man, but I'm a boy apparently. I know it's a childish thing to be like, no, I'm a grown up. Stop calling me a boy. But I'm 19, and I know age doesn't reflect maturity. And surely I haven't fucked, and I haven't slit my wrists or did drugs. And maybe I should try all those things. But just calling someone a boy right after saying that everything you said is said out of love is a little harsh. Okay. Hey man. Okay, this is what I said. Hey man, thanks for the support and this video. I'd like to say that A, the tweet I just did, I was half joking. I've already moved on from her, even though it doesn't hurt to be a little sad from time to time. B, my situation now isn't just, ooh, I wish I could be with her. It's much more complicated than that. It's more about the current situation I'm in, and the fact that I'm not bawling my eyes out on the ground right now already makes me quite brave in my opinion, or manly, if you will. C, she isn't a rude bitch. You don't know her, and you might be confusing her as someone else I've mentioned. D, just because I'm in California doesn't mean I must actively seek women. I'm not the type of person, and I treat this thing very seriously. Besides, I'm not in a rush at all. I need to sort out my own things first before I start caring about other people. E, again, thanks for your support. This filmmaking journey is going to be tough. I said stuff. So I may not be able to be the man but sure, I'll try my best. Also, P.S. Being sad over someone you like isn't a young and naive thing, in my opinion. It's quite manly to be able to talk about things like this publicly on the internet. And I think being sad and recognizing the sadness is an important part of being healthy too, in a good way. In a way, I feel like this is a cultural thing. Like in Western cultures, it's like, oh, you're sad? That's bad. But in East Asian culture, it's more like, oh, you're sad? Well, sadness doesn't necessarily equate to bad. Like, there's a certain beauty in sadness, and there's a certain honesty in being sad, you know? If you're sad and you embrace the sadness, it's a little better than avoiding it. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. All right. Yeah, again, she doesn't, like, I'm not offended, and I won't be offended in the behalf of Mary, because the girl I like in question is Mary. And he said, from what I said, she seems like a rude bitch. That's not true. I never said Mary was a rude bitch. In fact, everything I've said about her is the opposite. She's nice, she's kind, she's soft, she's uh, everything but rude. So maybe she's confusing her with, I don't know, Natalie, who is legitimately rude and toxic, but in a good way, in a way I like her. Um, I also hate her, but I also like her. Um, yeah, something I like to comment on is the idea of, oh, I'm in LA right now, I'm in California right now, I'm just gonna actively use 100% of my power to go out and look for women, look for pussy and tits, and just fuck the living hell out of the galaxy or something because I'm such a gigolo. I'm not that type of person, and I'm not an innocent boy who's super straight and square, okay? Again, I feel like there's a cultural thing where it's either it's like American, the way American culture sees men. You're either a fuckboy, six pack, gigolo, college red solo cup guy, or you're a Minecraft player wearing glasses, which is true. I'm a Minecraft player wearing glasses, type nerd. But no, that's not true. My personality isn't that simple. I'm not dangerous, but I'm not a, I wouldn't say I'm a 100% good ass person. Okay, I'm good. I like people, but I'm flawed as well. And that's a good thing because I don't want to be completely good. But just because I'm not completely good doesn't mean I have to swing my dick around in every single frickin' alleyway in Santa frickin' Monica or something. And I think that says a lot about personality. And if I was in a movie right now, that says a lot about character writing, which I'd always love to imagine because I'd love to be a bit delusional sometimes. Okay. And then he continued to write a whole ass paragraph, a whole ass essay for me. That's awesome to hear that you're not actually that upset about it! Exclamation mark. I know your situation sucks right now, but believe me when I say it could be a lot worse, and you're really fortunate to have a roof over your head. That's true. And not have to worry about whether you can eat or not every day. I do actually. I do actually have to worry about that. When I said the stuff about getting a girl to go sexual style on you, I was joking. I don't think it's good to do that stuff irresponsibly, but you can date and have fun with the opposite sex without doing things like that. And doing that is not a dishonorable thing. I don't think it's a dishonorable thing. I don't think Leo is dishonorable for dating Pink. It's good for your development and helps you grow as a person. If you're sitting around waiting for the right, most perfect, beautiful sweetie to come along, you will be waiting forever. You will never know her unless you go out of your way to find her, and part of that is dating. You're in a really good position to do that. You're in LA surrounded by lots of interesting people. Interesting people in LA? I don't think I've met a single interesting person so far in LA, other than Potter, but he's not even from LA. He's also from Hong Kong. All the interesting people I know so far in my life are all from Hong Kong. And you're in college surrounded by beautiful people the same age as you who want to have fun and socialize. That's so wrong because this is a community college. People are of all kinds of ages. If I were you, I'd take full advantage of this situation. Join clubs or play sports. Again, this American brain. Play sports. Yes, sports. Be around people as much as you can because you are going to regret it hard, all caps, later in life if you were just quiet the whole time. If socializing is hard for you, then you should do drugs. That's what they're there for, and there's no shame in it. In fact, you'll probably make more friends through that. This is all really good advice, and I hope you'll listen to it. Again, I'm happy someone wrote an entire essay for me, and I even replied, "Thanks for this whole essay, but I ain't gonna do drugs, Lamau. And I won't be quiet, obviously. I've already been through my loneliest times in forms 3 to 5, parenthesis, 9th grade to 11th grade, and I've grown from that." And then some other person replied, "Do you want Molly? I have stuff you can test. It's clean MDMA. I wouldn't charge you." And then the OP, it says, "It's good stuff. Listen to the man. This stuff takes your creativity to a whole nother level. It's beautiful. Not another level, another level." A lot to unfold about this essay over here, but again, a lot of things are wrong. I do have to worry about food. I actually do have to worry about that. LA surrounded by interesting people, as far as I can tell, no. And you're in college. Oh, well, it depends on how you define interesting. Maybe the American definition of interesting is, you know, I don't know, is secretly a songwriter for BTS or something. Because JT met a songwriter for BTS, allegedly. I don't even know. But in my opinion, interesting goes way more beyond that. Mary is interesting. Natalie is interesting. Someone who's a little bit fucked up in the head, someone who's gone through a weird history, is interesting. If I were you, I'd take full advantage of situation. Play sports, join clubs. I'm in the Hong Kong Student Association. There's film club, and that doesn't help shit because of COVID. So there are no official meetings because of COVID. If socializing is hard, then do drugs. This is the worst part. Again, I'm thankful, but Jesus Christ, you're telling me to do drugs? Thank God I'm a 19-year-old with a clear mind and soul, because I say no to drugs. I even say no to weed. Some people don't even consider weed drugs. I will not smoke weed ever in my life, okay? I will not. I will drink coffee and alcohol. I've drunk them, and they're not illegal, and they're not that harmful, and it's fine. But I will not excessively abuse them, and I will not take drugs ever. And also, the other reply saying that drugs, mollies, will take my creativity to a whole nother level. My creativity is already so much. Look, man, I hate myself, and I think I suck ass. But one thing I'm sure is that I'm a creative person, and it shows when I have conversations with people. It shows how creative I am, because sometimes I would randomly say things and I would be like, why did I just say that? Am I insane? Look, if I'm already this creative, if I take drugs, the entire LA would be in grave danger. I'm half joking. But still, drugs is not the way to go, and to socialize, there are many other ways to do so. And drugs is not a thing. Again, I'm not the quiet person anymore. I've grown from that. Back in forms 3 and 5, 3, 4, 5, I used to be quiet, friendless stuff. But in form 6, I started growing. And again, in the past couple of months, I actually made a couple friends. And that is incredibly impressive. I'm honestly proud of myself. But yeah, no drugs. Not at all. No. I'm not a Euphoria character. This is real life. Alright. Okay. Here are some afterthoughts from that extremely weird exchange. I'm feeling a little bit better now because people like this exist. I won't say he's supportive. I mean, he is supportive, but I'd say he is, weird phenomenon. I've less than 1,000 subs on YouTube. Who is this guy? Like, why is this guy writing whole essays for some random dude from Hong Kong. It makes no sense. But I feel better now in terms of I still believe that I'm in purgatory and I'm in hell and that I'm suffering and that I'm unable to enjoy my life. But I'm not gonna kill myself because of it. If I do want to, though, the psychology professor literally made us put down the suicide hotline number in our phones, and that will come in handy. Woo, woo. But I won't, because if I want to kill myself, I would have done it already. That seems like a stupid excuse, or more like, if Pink and Natalie had not killed themselves yet, there's no way in hell I would. So I'm far from that, but I'd like to say that I'm not one to suddenly be optimistic. I will never be optimistic, and that's okay. That's my personality trait, and I will embrace this. I will embrace sadness, and I don't know, I feel like the thing about what happened in the last couple of months since I came to USA is that I've been treating my own experience like a dream. It's like I don't treat things as if they have real weight and consequences. I do things impulsively, and that's okay because I'm not in a manic episode or anything. I still hold myself accountable. Like, I still try my best to not waste as much money or food, and I still am careful when it comes to friends. But so far, for the last couple of months and a half, I really try my best to speak to as many people as possible. I DM'd that Russian girl, for Christ's sake. But, you know, Russian Liana, who has like 2,000 followers on Instagram. But, I have every single right to be sad because I am really suffering. I really do feel pain. And in the future, I don't know if I will avoid this pain or embrace it, but one thing for sure is from now on, I'm gonna keep on living, and I'm going to I'm gonna keep going, but I'm gonna be way more calculated. I'm gonna be way more smart about everything, and I will plan. Now again, I'm in no rush to getting a girlfriend. And I think about, oh man, I was watching my Life and Death of the Detective video earlier this afternoon, and I remembered the whole incident thing with Natalie, and I feel, oh man, I wish I didn't remember that. I wish I'd forgotten about that. And that made me feel a little bit shameful that I haven't even hugged a girl with. I haven't held hands with a girl before. It's so fucking weird. Americans! The white girl hugged me out of nowhere. And it wasn't. I didn't feel anything pleasurable from it, but it was nice. It was a nice gesture. What the fuck? But, I'm honestly not in a rush, and, again, I need to sort out my own shit first. I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna stabilize my situation right now. Just the food, the housing, bank, and then once all this is said and done, I'm gonna start like going out, find people, meet people. I will be a menace to society. Okay, every single fucking sentence I will say in the future to people will be so goddamn calculated. Okay, I will be a menace to society, and I don't care if I'm gonna get a girlfriend or not in the next few months. I am a menace no matter what. And I don't say that with a sense of pride. I say that with shame, and I like it. Anyways, screw screw it. I'm gonna eat some mango sorbet. Man, how am I gonna eat this? Mm. Alright, time now is 12:39 afternoon on March 15th. Alright, so new day, new dawn, huh? Oh boy, so I slept all the way from 4 a.m. again. I know. So I slept all the way from 4 a.m. again up until 11:30-ish, and then after that I just lay down on my bed not doing anything. Yeah, actually I didn't sleep all the way. Like, of course I woke up a couple times in the middle. Like, before the sun even completely rose, I suddenly got woken up. One of the people in this Airbnb, probably the hospital dude, had to go to work, so, but I don't know. Anyways, new day, new dawn. I spoke with Cedric before I went to bed yesterday, actually. Out of desperation, really, because I tried to speak to Potter, but even though I'm, like, whenever I'm with Potter, I'm comfortable in saying things, I still don't trust Potter 100%. The only people I trust 100% are Leo, Pink, Natalie, Cedric, Zara, and Miriam. Those people are people whom I can express myself 100% completely. Um, but Natalie's busy and Natalie's different now, and that's a little bit sad. So I thought I should speak to Cedric instead about my thoughts and feelings. And and besides, Cedric is kind of like me. He went to Scotland all by himself and he had to live all by himself, and he's probably gone through this phase of sadness just like me. And I spoke to him, and um, both surprisingly and unsurprisingly, he responded quite genuinely. So unsurprisingly, because Cedric doesn't have anything better to do, so Cedric has all the time in the world, and I'm his friend. But also surprisingly, because I thought Cedric would just not care, like Natalie. But no, Cedric did care. So I told Cedric about my current situation. I told him I felt like shit. I basically treated him like he's my therapist. I told him I feel like shit. I tried to explain why. I said I don't have a lot of friends here. I said um, I just can't enjoy anything. And he told me that it's probably not that bad. I also told him about the whole I want to make more friends with Hong Kongers thing. And then he told me to actually do the opposite, avoid making friends with Hong Kongers. And this is actually quite interesting. To be fair, Cedric right now is living in a dorm, and the dorm is full of Hong Kongers. It's like a Hong Konger dorm. But given that they're living together, of course there are gonna be issues with each other, and of course they're not gonna like each other as much as, say, in LA when you're not in a dorm with another Hong Konger but you know them. But still, Cedric told me to avoid making friends with Hong Kongers unless that Hong Konger tries to make friends with me first. And there isn't really a reason why, it's just awkward. And it's like, I don't know, I have a sneaky feeling that, again, JT thinks like this, Pepper thinks like this, but both of them, both JT and Pepper, also want to make friends outside of Hong Kongers. And I want to do that too, but here's the thing, man. I feel like I should start with Hong Kongers because I don't even have a lot of Hong Konger friends to begin with. So, I don't, and JT and Pepper are both very social, extroverted people. So maybe it's a personality thing. But yeah, I talked to Cedric and he's really nice about it, and it's amazing. What are these crackling noises? It's amazing, and I actually said thank you for the talk at the end because talks like this are rare and few and far between. But yeah, I just and Cedric told me he's gone through this phase before. He's in fact he's not out of this phase yet. He still feels like shit, just like I do. And Cedric told me it's funny, and I don't blame him. Cedric said if I was still single, I would probably feel like you, like because I felt like shit and I felt like everything's pointless. And he said, if I wasn't if I was single, I would probably feel like that too. And Cedric's not single, but it's not like Cedric's has tons and tons and tons of girlfriends or anything. Cedric's got Bernice for a little while, and then it was from Form 3, it was Sharon, and it was just all the way Sharon. And now that he's away from Sharon, he's probably just as lonely as I am, except he has a girlfriend now, which is nice. Good for him. I legitimately feel good for him. Um, and yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I hope I don't feel sad again, but if I do still feel sad, I would understand myself. I would forgive myself for being sad. But I think more importantly, what Cedric said to me gave me a bit of motivation and gave me a bit of clarity to really think about what should be my next steps. And this made me realize that it's bound to be tough. I mean, not only is it because I'm an immigrant, I'm only 19 years old, and I'm going to LA, literally one of the worst cities in the world, and trying to pursue film, which is one of the most competitive industries in LA, if not the most, aside from music. Actually, besides music. Like side by side, just as competitive. And it's bound to be tough. I chose to live a tough life. I chose to live a difficult life, and I should expect that. But not only that, but you have to take my personality into account. I'm not an extroverted, charming ass dude. I'm insecure and sad all the time, and I'm timid. And I can try to change that, but I can't change that with a snap of a finger. It's a gradual thing. So it's actually even tougher for me than your average immigrant to LA. So I feel like part of me being sad and being all like, oh, I'm unable to enjoy life anymore at all is because I underestimated how tough this is going to be. I know it's going to be tough, but no, it's actually going to be even tougher. I have no parents around me now. I have no close friends around me now. They can't stick up for me anymore. I need to find people on my own. And I need to treat this like a video game. There are levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and beyond. And level 1 are the basics, you know, food, shelter, water, just living, first of all, surviving. And I feel like I am already owning level 1, like HONING, owning level 1. I'm already passing through. I mean, I'm still struggling a little bit in terms of food, but you know what? I'm already cooking now. I know how to cook now. I know how to go to the supermarket and look for stuff now. Like, I'm functioning by myself. I'm surviving. But there are levels 2, 3, and 4. And someone like me should not fret, should not fear, and should keep pushing forward. Level 2, level 3, level 4. And I keep going up until the day I die. And it's a battle. It's an uphill battle. And I will fight this battle for the rest of my life. And I should treat it as such. LA isn't a place where I come here and it's instantly sunshine and tons of friends and a hot girlfriend or something like that. That's cartoonish. That's rainbows and unicorns. It doesn't work like that. Do you know how it works? It is a battle. LA is a battle. You come here and you fight from day one, and you fight every single day. And you start from level 1, food and water and shelter. And level 2, make friends. Which is definitely more challenging than level 1. I'm climbing up this, what's the guy's name again? The the pyramid of needs. Maslow's pyramid of needs. I'm going up this square, man. I'm going up this triangle. I'm going up this pyramid. And, yeah. So, let's do it level by level. Let's fight day by day. Live one day at a time. And, I know it's going to be painful. I know it's going to take a toll on my energy. But LA is a hostile place. LA is a hostile place. It's full of evil and corruption. And I must toughen myself and live it through. And yeah, the old times are nice, but there's no point in doing that. Also, again, two things, right? One thing, I need to appreciate that I'm living now, I'm living a life now, and B, I'm doing this ultimately for Hong Kong. It doesn't matter if I suffer now, as long as the end justifies the means, that I serve Hong Kong to the fullest. So, that's going to be my attitude from now on. Fight, 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 fight. A lot of fighting, a lot of fighting, and a lot of fighting. And I'm going to have to strong up to do that. But to some others, maybe it's a little easy. You know, if you're an extroverted, charming, social person, it's going to be easier for you. You have to fight less. But not for me. And that's okay. Because fighting also gives me experience. Experience in pain, even though I've experienced plenty of that already. Alright, so, I'm not going to do too much today, actually. I'm going to try my best to do as little of these as possible, but it's going to be no Spanish class today. I'm going to watch the second half of Coda, the movie. I'm going to watch 2 episodes of Euphoria. I'm going to do a movie review, probably, edit college. I'm going to continue working on my whole new apartment thing. I'm going to, I'm going to friggin' learn how to draw if I can. So there are no pencil sharpeners in the supermarket in Ralph's, but I know for a fact that there are pencil sharpeners in Sawtell, Japantown, because Japan stationaries are top tier, man. They're top freaking tier. So if I'm able to go to Sawtell again in the near future, pencil sharpener, I'm coming here, baby. And I'm going to learn how to draw, because it helps me, Drawing helps me as a director to visualize a scene, but also drawing makes the pain go away, just as much as writing poetry makes the pain go away. That's all. That really is all. I'm gonna do homework. I'm gonna eat peanut butter and bread for breakfast. I'm gonna finish that fucking chocolate cheesecake. Not chocolate, a Cheesecake Factory brown bread. I honestly don't even want to eat it. It's so ant infested, but I'll finish it like today. And then I'll figure out what to eat for noon. Okay, so time now is 7:55. I finished dinner. So this is Ralph's chicken sandwich. I ovened it for 8 minutes. This is also bought in Ralph's cold roast beef, 2 slices. Some potatoes, oil fried, cut in half. This one is cut in quarters because this one's big. And fried until golden crispy. And out of curiosity, because I want some vegetables, I fried like 6 leaves or 7 leaves of spinach with oil, which is now drenched. So let's try the crispy golden potatoes first. Okay. Here. It's fine. Let's try the fried spinach. Actually, aside from the fact that it's drenched in oil, not bad. Actually, not bad. And then the chicken sandwich. Gosh darn it, what happened? Ah, okay, fine. As expected, a bit dry, but overall, it's not bad. And then you know what roast beef tastes like. Alright, time now is 10:05 p.m. on March 15th. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. Yeah, nice dinner. First of all, I thought I had nothing to eat, but I actually did because I originally planned to eat the chicken sandwich for lunch, except I woke up so late that I didn't eat the chicken sandwich, so the chicken sandwich is left for dinner. That's cool. Now I have no idea what to eat for tomorrow night, even though I have planned to eat. I've planned to eat small potatoes and roast beef again for tomorrow lunch. But I already ate some today and I already feel kind of full of it, so I have no idea. Yeah, but so there are I don't know, there are so many thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thinking in my head. I guess the first thing I'd like to say is I'm drinking ginger ale again because I'm thirsty. But also that I don't feel sad anymore. It's kind of rare for me to feel sad and bad, feel like shit, and then 2 days later I'm good again. So that's good. It just I don't know. I think I don't know. Well, to be fair, the kind of sadness I felt a couple days ago isn't a kind of sadness I've experienced ever before. I mean, every time I feel sad, it's slightly different, you know? The school kind of sad, the 2021 to the 2020 to 2021 lonely, bored, kind of sad, and then now kind of sad. It's all kind of different. And but yeah, I feel kind of I won't say I feel good. I still hate everything. I still hate everyone. I hate everything, and I still I still feel bad. But at least I have the motivation now to keep fighting because I no longer view this as life. I will view my life as a game or a battle game. Um, so yeah, it's 10:08 p.m. and there are actually tons of things I still have to do for the rest of the day. I've been wanting to do this for a whole week already, but I never got the chance to because I'm lazy, and again, I was sad for a couple days and I couldn't really focus at all on doing anything. But yeah, I need to basically go through all the things I've learned in my courses so far and put them down in a notebook and actually start working on my grades. Okay, I'm gonna just sit down. Fuck. Alright, so there are so again, let's just treat this as a video game. My life, it's a video game. Level 1 is the basics. You gotta master the basics first before you move on. Just like how if you want to work in a sushi restaurant, you need to wash dishes for the first 2 years, and then you cook the rice. Nothing but rice. The next 3-4 years, nothing but rice. And then you learn how to cut the fish. Similarly, with this life as a game, okay? you can't rush it. It doesn't work like that. Some people think, oh well, I can work on everything at once. I can try making tons of friends, getting a girlfriend, getting successful, making sure I have food to eat and a shelter, all at the same time. It doesn't really work like that, at least not for me, because if I have so many things to worry about, I would be so stressed, I would actually genuinely explode. So it's best to take things one by one, or at least a few by a few. So level one is the basics. I'm talking about food, I'm talking about shelter, and I'm talking about my college. And these things are things that I used to not care about at all. Like back in the Hong Kong days, back in 2021, was there a single moment? I mean, there probably was, but was I in general worried about school? No, not at all. It's easy as hell. I can just, phone in and I would still get an A. And I should have that mindset too right now because and that's mainly because I'm not a lazy person. I did the necessary steps to study, and so when there are tests and exams and homework, I just do it. And yeah, it's a little annoying, but I still do it, and it's fine. And I should do that like now. Food and shelter. I don't have to worry about that before. Now I do. Okay, that's level one. Once I have that handled, say, fingers crossed, I handled it. Nice flare. Ooh. Let's say I handle it in this week. Um, you know, Shelter. I just went to Zillow. My mom is looking for places for me to stay long term rental apartments. Okay, long term. I don't have to move again until I go to a dorm in UCLA or something. Okay, long term. That, that. Zillow. I got Rent.com, and I am asking questions. And to pay for a rental house, I need to pay in cash. And to do that, I need a bank account. So on Thursday, I will have to go to Chase, 15 minutes away from this Airbnb. 15. I will go to Chase and open an account all by myself. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. And then food, I go to the supermarket, I pay, I do the meal plans, I start to get to know what foods to buy, what foods to avoid, how to balance between my health and the cost. After I've mastered this, next week I start level 2. But if I hadn't mastered this level 1, I will never start level 2. So I must master this first, and then I'll start level 2. Guess what's level 2? Guess what? Friends. Friendship. And to be fair, I've already started a little bit. I already got JT and I already got Potter. That is amazing. And technically Pepper. And I say technically because even though um I have her Instagram and all, I still have this sneaky feeling that she doesn't even want to speak to me because she so far had not voluntarily spoken to me at all. And I haven't really hung out with her before. So, I want to get to know Pepper. And I'm going to take Cedric's advice of trying my best to avoid Hong Kongers, but I'm going to be genuinely honest. I know I'm thinking too far ahead right now, but if I ever do get a girlfriend, which is insane, why would I get a girlfriend? Okay? This loser, punk ass bitch. But big if, I'd like the first one to be Hong Konger. And I say the first one as if I'm gonna break up, but that's totally true because I'm a loser and I lose people all the time. But I don't wanna. I feel like that's guilt saying. That's me. Well, not guilt, but more like remorse. Like I should have gotten a girlfriend before I came to USA and experienced what it's like to date someone in Hong Kong first. And I feel bad about it, so I try to make it up by forcing myself to find Hong Konger here. But to be genuine, it probably doesn't matter. finding someone I love is hard, actually. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my standards are extremely high. Maybe it's because my personality is just, I'm just the kind of person who don't fall in love easily. Like a lot of people, some people are like, oh, wow, you're hot. Wow, I'm already madly in love with you. But I'm like the opposite of that. For me, it takes time. I can't love someone until I remotely understand that someone. Or actually not, because I don't understand Mary, but you know, it doesn't work like I see the person for 10 minutes and I've already decided. Like it doesn't work like that, okay? I'm not that kind of person. I'm really serious when it comes to this shit. I mean, if you recall my conversation with Miriam, right? Before, on the day we said farewell to each other, Miriam asked me, um, do you choose carefully for your first date? And I said, yeah, of course. It's the first. It's so important. It's so important. I can't just randomly date people. The first is so goddamn important. I must be 100% sure, okay? 99% is not even enough. Okay. But then again, I'm thinking too far ahead. A girlfriend is level 3, 4, maybe even 5. And I don't know. But level 2 is for sure friends in general. And I think I'm already getting the hang of it. Like again, I'm socializing, right? I'm speaking to Miles, the half British dude. I'm speaking to Thomas, the Chinese dude. Okay, just fuck off. The Mexican boy, I want to make friends with him. I'm already getting the hang of it. So that's level 2. Level 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards, I have no idea. But driver's license, going to the gym, somewhere along the lines of that. Short film, obviously. Yeah, I've been thinking about going to the gym because I look at myself in the mirror and I hate myself. I see garbage. I don't know why, but I'm so ugly and my physique is terrible. I'm still a skinny ass loser. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've grown fatter and wider as a person since the end of DSEs. But I'm in Los fucking Angeles right now, where half the population looks good. I have too much competition. So I have to at least work out and have a good diet. See, I don't even care about good diet right now. I just want to eat food. But at some point, levels 8, 9, 10, diet will be in there. And then yeah, so these are my thoughts. So again, I'm opening a Chase bank account on Thursday. I want to go to Sawtell and buy a pencil sharpener because I want to learn how to draw. I will do my laundry on Thursday as well, maybe, or maybe tomorrow, except I don't know if I have time tomorrow, so Thursday or Friday, that's fine, because I have dirty clothes over there, just a pile of dirty clothes. And then I'm gonna go to the supermarket again before next Monday because I'm already running out of food ideas. Yeah, and then at some point, starting at level 3, I'm gonna work with work on my USC UCLA transfer stuff, but I can't work on that if I don't have any friends. This is why level 2 comes before level 3, because level 2 is friends. Level 3 is working on transfer, and sure, I can do it alone. I can totally do it alone, but I will fail, because filmmaking is a thing where the more alone you are, the more chances you are going to fail. So, maybe I could collab with a Mexican boy. Maybe the Mexican boy may introduce me to a bunch of other actors. I just need to make connections, okay? I need a guy to be my DP. I don't know anyone in LA. That's all. That's all. P.S. This is not a competition. Some people like JT are already like far ahead of me. Levels 3, 4, 5, jump levels. And Potter's also ahead of me, Potter may not have found a date yet, but at least he has a job illegally. So obviously a lot of people are still ahead of me, but that doesn't mean shit, okay? I'm still gonna keep going. So, that's, yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, by thinking that my life is a game, I would live more entertainingly, rather than thinking that, oh, in the future I'm just gonna either stay in my bedroom, in my Airbnb, or my new house if I do get one, going to college, in church, in the supermarket, and these are the only 4 places I go for the rest of my life. That's not true. That's the wrong mindset to have. The right mindset to have is to think that your life is a video game, so that you have the motivation to play it. So, yeah, these are my thoughts.